Stop overthinking and listen. Your life is passing by while your mind argues about every little step. Subscribe to this channel right now because you won't find another channel like this again. Let me tell you a story. A friend of mine had a plane ticket to a new city, a new job, a new start. Bags were packed. Everything was ready. But that night came the questions. What if it's the wrong move? What if I don't fit in? What if I fail and have to come home embarrassed? Morning came. The cab waited outside, but they sat frozen on the edge of the bed. The plane left. The opportunity left with it. Not because life said no, but because the mind said, wait. Thinking steals more dreams than failure ever will. If you're waiting for the perfect plan, the perfect moment, the perfect confident stop, none of those come first. Action comes first. Clarity comes from movement. Confidence is the side effect of keeping promises to yourself. The moment you stop negotiating with fear and take a step, life responds. Overthinking is your brain's way of begging for safety. But certainty is an illusion. You don't need certainty to live. You need courage for one small step. Shift the question. Don't ask, what if I get it wrong? Ask, what's one thing I can do right now? Just one. A 5-mile run feels heavy. Tying your shoes does not. Writing a book feels overwhelming. Opening the document does not. Building a business feels impossible. Sending one email does not. Shrink the step until it fits inside today. Then do it. Picture 2 doors. One says later. You walk through it thinking you're being careful, thoughtful. But behind it is a room called stagnation. The longer you stay, the heavier you feel. The other door says now. It squeaks because you rarely open it. But behind it is momentum. It's messy. It's imperfect. It's alive. Which door do you choose today? Here's a tool for when your mind spirals. Step 1. Name the fear out loud in one sentence. I'm afraid of looking foolish. Step 2. Ask, what's the next 60-second action? Not the whole project. It's just 60 seconds. Step 3. Start before your brain votes. Your mind will always vote for comfort. Begin anyway. Your body will teach your brain, we're safe. We can move. If you're finding value, hit the like button, share this with someone who needs it, and subscribe for more powerful content. Now, think of the last time you felt fully alive, a spontaneous trip. Saying what you really meant, even with a shaky voice. Trying something new, awkward, and proud at the same time. None of those moments were overplanned. You stepped in, you moved. Overthinking kills motion. It traps life in your head. A client of mine wanted to start working out. They spent weeks comparing programs, watching videos, making spreadsheets. It felt productive, but nothing changed. So we set one rule, 10 minutes of movement every day before any research. Day 1, they walked. Day 2, bodyweight squats. Day 3, a short online class. Then 2 weeks, they knew what they loved not, because they guessed, but because they tried. Action reveals what thinking only speculates. Another example, a creator sat on an idea for months, waiting for perfection. We added a constraint post once a week, no matter what. Perfect content went out. Within weeks, the audience gave feedback. The creator learned more in 4 weeks of action than in 4 months of planning. Overthinking promises safety. Action delivers progress. Your inner voice will always whisper, you're not ready. Answer, I'm ready to start. It will say, what if they judge you? Answer, they're not my compass. It will say, wait until it feels right. Answer, feeling follows doing. Don't debate. Replace riddles with rules. Never miss 2 days in a row. Work 10 minutes before checking your phone. Decide tonight what you do in tomorrow's first 15 minutes. Rules beat rumination. Try this practice today. The 5-4-3 method. Take 5 deep breaths. For a list for things you can do in the next hour to move forward, even 1 inch. 3. Pick the smallest 3. 2. Set 2 10-minute timers. 1. Do one thing before your next thought argues. It's simple, not easy, but it works. And remember, you don't need to fix your life by Friday. You need to win the next 5 minutes. So win enough 5-minute battles and days shift. Enough days shift and your life changes. That's not motivational fluff, it's how the brain rewires. Repetition, emotion, identity. Say it out loud. I am someone who takes small, decisive actions. Prove it with one action today. Case, you will make wrong choices sometimes. Everyone does. K, action turns mistakes into data. Overthinking turns mistakes into monsters. Acting helps you learn and adjust fast. Overthinking keeps you stuck in regret. The cost of hesitation is invisible at first, but it grows. Missed opportunities. Silent regrets. The version of you that never existed because you stayed in your head. So let this be the moment. Put your phone away for 20 minutes and do the thing you've been postponing. Send the email, apply for the role, walk around the block, write the first messy paragraph, call the person you've been meaning to call. Not because you're fearless, but because you deserve a life that moves. You are stronger than your doubts, braver than your hesitation, and closer to the life you want than you realize. Start now. Start small. Okay. Start messy. Just start. Motion creates clarity. Clarity builds confidence. Confidence sustains motion. That is the loop you need. That is how you stop overthinking and start living. This kind of channel is rare to find, so subscribe right now and don't miss the next life-changing video.